So I just got some supplements in the mail today. Want to share them with you. We're going to be experimenting with them over the next 6 weeks, right? So it all comes down to energy at the end of the day. And what I got over here, they call the destroyer of weakness and the conqueror of mountains. Okay, it's called Shilajit. You can see it over here, and it is pure Himalayan Shilajit, and it is basically a culmination of some of the most powerful minerals on earth, right? So it's like these decomposed plant and animal matter that gets decomposed between the mountains that are the Himalayas, and then there is this resin, thick tar-like substance that comes out of it. And whoa, man, I was not expecting it to fall out like that, but it's like this wax. And I've taken this before. I took it for 6 weeks, and it's really about the detoxification that takes place. Okay, the active ingredient in Shilajit is fulvic acid. Okay, and fulvic acid is a combination of so many different minerals as well, and it's something that is known as an energy rejuvenator in Ayurvedic medicine. Okay, so Ayurveda is, if you don't know, like a study of, what do they say? Ayur and Veda is like the knowledge of life or something, or like how to expand your lifespan. I think the Sanskrit translation of it is. So it's really about energy rejuvenation, about balance in your body, about harmony in your mind, about bringing yourself to a place where you have optimal energy levels. Right now, apparently, Alexander the Great used to take this as well. He came to this part of the world and he used to take the Shilajit, and this is something that comes from the roof of the world, right? Gilgit Baltistan over here in Pakistan. And so I ordered some of that, and I ordered some of these ashwagandha roots. Okay, so this ashwagandha root, I have to grind it up. I'm gonna wash it up. I'm gonna then end up grinding it up and then using it in teas and stuff like that. And this combination of ashwagandha and Shilajit really comes together in a very potent combination. And in Ayurveda, these are two of the most powerful. I mean, ashwagandha is a herb, and Shilajit is not a herb. It's not a supplement. It's not a pill. It's not a pellet. Okay, Shilajit is a resin, which you end up, it tastes unlike anything I've ever had before in my life. It's like this waxy taste, right? It's hard to take. Okay, I'll be honest. Like, I bought a previous supply once, and I couldn't finish it up because it was too difficult to actually get myself to do it, because it's so unlike anything I've ever had before. But I'm gonna be making a commitment over here to really take this for the next 6 weeks and really report back on my results and my progress with this in terms of what I can experience before and after using these, right? So I'm very grateful that I'm over here right now, and the supplier is actually able to ship it out, especially during lockdown right now. So he's over here in Pakistan. In case you are in Pakistan, you can get this as well. So he's going to open up shipping for the long term as well, because the problem with Shilajit really is that it's hard to get it from the source, right? There is a lot of, let's just say, fraudulent Shilajit on the market, at least in the West, and really getting to the source whereby you can tap into, the lab results, that this is not having heavy metals in it, because then when you get heavy metals into your body, then that can fuck up a lot of other things as well. So important to know where you are getting your stuff from. If you just like buy your supplements by looking at some, ad that you see, and you don't look into what ingredients are actually within that supplement, because understand that the FDA does not regulate the supplement industry to any great extent. Okay, there's a lot of stuff out there that can do more harm than good if you don't know what you're taking, if you don't do your own research. So always do your own research. Check out examine.com. They look at all the scientific studies. But Ayurveda has been around for thousands of years at this point. So the fact that it's been around for longer than pretty much, like, I think more than 4,000 years, there's it stood the test of time, let's just say, right? So when you're taking stuff that has stood the test of time, rather than the next best supplement, rather than the next best supplement to shed off all those extra inches off your waist, take this fat burner, and then you start having a heart attack after that. The shit's real. It's happened before. So it's always important to do your own research, always important to know what you are putting inside your body. Not only supplements, but food is probably the biggest one that all of us need to consider more of, right? But I'm going to be reporting back on the results with this, right? Like right now, it's day number 1. I took a serving of Shilajit. I don't know if this is correlated or if this actually happened. I was just like having shits all day, right? And I was messaging the guy. I'm like, yo, is this normal? He's like, yeah, it's just a heavy detox going on right now because it's bringing your body back to balance. And, it's easy. I mean, it's not easy to avoid all the chemicals in our environment, right? I mean, even if you avoid it in your food, you're still getting that electro pollution, right? From all these electromagnetic waves that definitely affect us. And that's why it's important to go out in the garden and ground yourself so that you can neutralize those negative ions. But I digress at this point. Okay, so I'm going to be reporting back with this. But even in terms of testosterone optimization, when I was writing about that back in the day, it all came down to Shilajit and ashwagandha. Okay, those are the only two supplements that I actually recommend, because it's something that I've had experience with based on my research. Like, I made a lot of videos on YouTube about supplement reviews of testosterone boosters, and the reality is that it comes down to the ingredients that are within it at the end of the day, and there's a lot of scientific publication for that. But again, with Ayurveda, it's something that's through the test of time, so definitely worth trying, right? If you're in Pakistan, if you're in India, then you have access to this. If you're in the West, you have access to it as well, probably somewhere over there. But I'm going to be reporting back on my results in 6 weeks from now. Okay, so just a quick update from me. I hope that you got value from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.